2,000 years ago, there were 10 men. All of them were dying. All of them had been abandoned by their wives, their children, their friends. Their own families had already held their funerals. Legally, socially, spiritually, they were already dead. They lived in a cave in the garbage dump outside the city. They could not go to church. They could not go to the market. If anyone came within 100 feet of them, they were required by law to scream at the top of their lungs, "Unclean! Unclean!" No one had spoken a kind word to any of these men in years. One ordinary afternoon, they heard a crowd coming down the road. They heard it was Jesus. What happened next is the single most powerful lesson about gratitude that has ever been taught, and almost no one actually understands the real hidden meaning of this story. Let me show you what really happened. Put yourself in their sandals for 1 minute. You are rotting alive from the inside out. You are in constant pain. You sleep on rocks. You eat scraps people throw away. You have already watched 3 other men die slow, horrible deaths in this same cave. You have begged every priest, every healer, every rabbi, every single one turned you away. You have zero hope, zero options. So when these 10 men heard Jesus was coming, they crawled as close to the road as the law allowed, and then they yelled as loud as their sick lungs would let them, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us!" Let me tell you something no preacher ever tells you. They did not actually believe they would be healed. This was the last thing they had left to try. They had already been disappointed 100 times. This was pure, unfiltered, rock-bottom desperation. And they didn't even dare come any closer. They stayed as far away as they were told. Jesus didn't walk over to them. He didn't touch them. He didn't even come close. He just yelled back one single sentence from the road. "Go, show yourselves to the priests." Think about how crazy that sounded. They were still full of leprosy. Nothing had changed. Every logical part of their brain said this was another trick, another false promise. But they had nothing left to lose, so they turned around and they started walking. And as they walked, something happened. 1 step, the pain faded. 2 steps, the sores started closing. 3 steps, their skin was soft and new like a baby's. By the time they reached the end of that road, all 10 men were completely, perfectly, miraculously healed. Every single one of them, no exceptions. All 10 received the exact same miracle. And this is where the story gets heartbreaking. 9 of them kept walking. 1 was already planning how he would run home to surprise his wife. 1 was already thinking about getting his old job back. 1 was already making plans to go to the tavern and celebrate. Not one of them stopped. Not one of them even looked over their shoulder. But 1 man stopped dead in the middle of the road, and he turned around.
He ran as fast as he could. He fell flat on his face in the dirt at Jesus' feet. He couldn't even speak at first. He just wept. And then Jesus asked the most quiet, most heartbreaking question in the entire Bible. Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? This is the lesson almost everyone misses. Gratitude is never automatic. All 10 men received the exact same blessing. Only 1 chose gratitude. Gratitude has nothing to do with how much you were given. It has everything to do with the condition of your heart. The men who had the most privilege, the highest status, were the ones who walked away without saying thank you. The only one who returned was a Samaritan, an outsider, a foreigner, a man that even the other 9 lepers looked down on. He was the most grateful because he was the only one who fully understood he deserved none of it. Jesus never demanded they come back. He never told them they owed him anything, but he noticed when they didn't, and he noticed when they did. How many of us are just like the 9? We got exactly what we begged God for. We got the healing. We got the job. We got delivered from that bad situation. We got the miracle we cried out for night after night. And then we just kept walking. We never turned around. We never stopped to say thank you. And then we wonder why, even though we got the miracle, we still feel empty inside.
Now here is the secret part of the story almost no one ever teaches you. Jesus looked down at the man weeping in the dirt at his feet, and he said one final line, "Rise up and go. Your faith has made you whole." Wait a minute, all 10 men were already healed, so what was Jesus talking about? In the original Greek language, there are two completely different words here. The other 9 were cleansed. They got their skin back, and that was it. That was all they asked for. That was all they received. But this one man was made whole, spirit, soul, body, completely restored, blessed, protected, sealed forever. We never hear about the other 9 ever again. They went back to their normal lives. Eventually they died. They were forgotten. No one remembers their names. No one tells their story. But this one anonymous Samaritan leper, we are still talking about him 2,000 years later. Billions of people across every country on earth have heard his story. His simple 10-second choice to turn around and say thank you turned a temporary miracle into an eternal legacy. That is the multiplication. What you take for granted fades away. What you give back in gratitude, God multiplies infinitely. Right now, there is someone watching this. You know exactly who you are. God pulled you out of something that should have destroyed you, and you never stopped to say thank you. That is the reason you still feel hollow. If this is speaking to you even a little bit, right where you are, type "Thank you, Lord" in the comments. Just say thank you. If you have learned something from this video, hit subscribe and ring that bell. And share this video with someone who needs this reminder today. And remember this forever. An ungrateful heart will always be empty, no matter how many miracles it receives. A grateful heart will always be full, no matter how little it has. God bless you.